Okay, so we're finally doing it. We're watching The Castle. I had so many recommendations from people in the comment section telling me that I needed to watch this, that it was a good pick-me-up, that it's a classic in Australia. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about is that I need you guys to be cool with the idea that maybe there are some jokes that I'm not going to get, potentially, in the sense that, like, there might be a slight cultural barrier maybe to some of the sense of humor, but I don't know if that's true, because I do watch some Australian TV, and I don't know, hopefully hopefully I don't embarrass myself. I know this is a movie that a lot of people hold dear to their hearts. I hope I do it justice. I'm excited for a good laugh, and I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, so many of you recommended this to me, so it's got to be good. It's got to be good. But like I said, I'm nervous that I'm going to miss the jokes and people are going to get mad at me, so please don't.
My name is Dale Kerrigan, and this is my story. Our family lives at 3 Highview Crescent, Coolaroo. Location, location, location. And we're right next door to the airport. It will be very convenient if we ever have to fly one day. It's worth almost as much today as when we bought it. Dad is the backbone of the Kerrigan family. He made our billiard table.
Shot, Dale.
In fact, he's built half this house.
I reckon we need a patio.
Dad is a tow truck driver, and he comes home with so many stories.
So I said, why not hook the chain on the back axle? See, no one had thought of it.
If Dad is the backbone, Mum is the other bones. All of them. She keeps the family together. They met at the Greyhounds one night and it was love at first sight.
Spray can and stencil, Dale, that's all you need.
You could sell that.
That's the support you need from your partner.
What do you call that, Dale?
Sponge cake.
Now, why would you want to go out to a restaurant when this keeps coming up?
What a supportive husband. Love it.
Ergonomic chairs. What do you want? 180. Dreaming.
That's why Dad calls him the ideas man.
It's a motorcycle helmet with a built-in brake light.
I mean,
Are an ideas man, Steve.
that's not bad.
Tracy constantly gave Dad proud moments. Once she was on The Price is Right. If only she'd known the price of the luggage.
You'd have nightmares about that.
Dad reckons the day she graduated as a fully qualified hairdresser was about the proudest day of his life. But the proudest day was the day she got married to this nice guy called Con.
Hey, I forgot he was in this.
I never thought anyone could love our Trace as much as me selling the boys. So we love you, Con. We love you.
Pity my oldest brother couldn't be there. He's in jail.
Ugh.
8 years for armed robbery. He didn't mean to rob the gas station. Now he's sorry.
How's Mum?
Good.
How's Dad?
Good.
How's Trace?
Good.
How are you?
Good.
Can he elaborate? No?
We can just chat for hours.
Oh my God.
We also have pets. 4 greyhounds.
Because they met at the Greyhounds.
Another thing Dad loves is his boat. He cleans it every Saturday with something else Steve built. It's a brush with a hose in it.
Like, that's not a bad idea.
We love giving each other presents.
I love how supportive he is.
This is going straight to the pool room.
All Dad's most prized possessions are in the pool room. 3 Highview Crescent was a happy home. Dad called it his castle. A knock at the door was to change all that.
John Clifton, I'm from the local council. I'm here to do a land valuation.
That'd be good. Would you like me to point out the features as we go along?
If you wouldn't mind.
They're just going to tear it down.
The chimney? Fake too.
Why is it there?
Adds a bit of charm. What do you think? Add a bit of value?
Hard to say.
Shuttle from Melbourne to Sydney.
His boots are crazy.
Is that the runway there?
Yeah, the dogs would hate this, right?
Freaks the dogs, though.
I would say so.
Has the soil been tested?
Oh, yeah. What do you know about lead? Oh, this is beautiful, Dale. What do you call these things again?
Meatloaf. Everybody
my-
gets meatloaf, Dale.
I've never had it.
Guy's selling a pair of jousting sticks.
What's he want for them?
Dale, what do you want with jousting sticks?
Well, if you get them for half price, it's a bargain.
Give him a call.
Yeah.
Dad, $4.50.
Tell him he's dreaming.
How much is a jousting stick worth, Dad? Compulsorily acquired. Compulsorily acquired.
That's brutal.
They're acquiring it compulsorily. Oh, g'day, Farouk.
Can you read me something, please, I get today?
You've got one too.
Someone's going to take me house, Daryl.
That's so messed up, though, you know?
You've missed the point. I'm not interested in compensation.
I can understand the pain and trouble that
Would
this
you
must-
stop pretending to be on my side?
There is an ironclad agreement between federal, state and local governments and the Airports Commission.
It is such bullshit, though. That happened to a friend of mine who owned a house and they wanted to expand the highway. Cleared the whole area. And you don't have a choice. It's fucking bullshit.
What do you mean this is not your area? This is law.
I just do small stuff. Conveyancing, magistrates.
You defended Wayne.
Yeah, and he got 8 years.
Yeah, but you did your best. I mean, you can hold your head up.
Daryl, I don't know anything about this sort of stuff.
But they can't do this.
I don't know. Maybe they can. I'll ring around and I'll see what I can find out.
Dad also had a way of making everyone feel important.
Go on, tell him. Dale dug a hole.
Like the time I dug a hole.
Start of the patio.
Good on you, Dale.
What do you call this?
Chicken.
It's got something sprinkled on it.
Seasoning.
Seasoning.
I would love that kind of verbal or those types of words of affirmation.
Wayne always reckoned he was doing fine, but I get the feeling he was missing us more than he was letting on.
Dude, there's so much monologuing. It just hasn't stopped. It's been 20 minutes. This dude's been talking.
Still hasn't noticed, man.
What? Oh, it's finished.
How is that? You should open a shop.
Dad, some guy's selling an overhead projector.
How
What's he
much?
asking?
There it is.
See?
He's
Tell
dreaming.
him he's dreaming.
Yeah.
Friday, we're going to pick up Trace and Con, and then we're going straight up to Bonnie Doon for the weekend.
We couldn't wait to hear all the stories about the trip.
Of course they're walking. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Is that it doesn't take long to walk home.
That's so funny. Now, did he film this before or after Chopper?
Did they show a film?
Two.
Two?
Yeah. And they also had these 8 Twister. We saw Twister. And they had these
Okay, so it's the 90s.
contemporary rock.
What was the other one? The other film?
Jumanji.
And with the
Which one was first?
Oh my God.
That your hair actually dehydrates, doesn't it, Con?
it loses its moisture.
So interesting.
Yeah, well,
We could have listened for hours, but then it was presents time.
For you, Dad.
Yeah. Remember when people used to go away, they'd bring back presents?
This is going straight to the pool.
You should use it, Dad.
I told Trace I'd take Wayne's present to him. It was an elephant. Because elephants bring good luck, especially if the trunks are up. And this trunk was up. It really made Wayne's day. I didn't want to tell Wayne that we were going to Bonnie Doon, just in case he'd feel bad that we were going to Bonnie Doon.
We're going to Bonnie Doon.
Dad had a song he used to sing about going to Bonnie Doon, and it was a bit repetitive.
Dale.
I'm going to need to know what Bonnie Doon is. I'm guessing it's like a cottage country.
How do I describe it? It is a little town on a
There we
big
go.
lake. It's a beautiful place, especially this time of year when the water levels are down.
I was going to say that lake is dry.
We love the serenity of the place.
How's the serenity? So much serenity.
Look at that! What? Back there!
The lake had trout, redfin and carp.
I love trout.
I'd like to do pottery.
Wow, on a wheel?
Yeah. I just love mugs. Yeah, I'd like to make my own mugs.
I think that's the second time she's mentioned pottery.
Keep it still, Trace.
Disciplined, isn't he, Sil?
Look at her hair.
How's the serenity? Oh, look at the dogs. Don't they love it? Who ordered ordered medium rare.
Mate,
Good stuff.
Boy, oh boy.
Check that, Steve. It could be a little underdone. I bet they don't have places like this in Thailand, Con.
For young people, Dad.
Yeah, I know that, Trace.
It's the culture, Daryl. The place is full of culture.
Chockers.
What was that movie again, Con? The one on the way back?
Dale.
There were so many stories.
Still on about the movies.
They had this one channel, kickboxing, 24 hours a day.
They haven't got a place like this in Bangkok. How's the serenity? Not a sound. I mean, you just can't walk in and take a man's house.
And on what law do you base that argument?
The law of bloody common sense.
I mean, he purchased the land. Am I wrong?
Mr. Kerrigan, Airlink has the right to purchase property compulsorily. And as far as I can see, you have offered no evidence to refute that right.
It's not a house, it's a home. A man's home is his castle.
I am rapidly running out of patience.
You're running out of...
What is your case in law?
It is right and fair that a family be allowed to live in its own house. I've let you down.
No, Mr. Kerrigan. You do a good job.
Farouk, I lost.
This is the only place I can afford. I don't want to move.
That's the problem.
How long you lived here, Jack?
3 years?
Now in the area. How long have you lived around here? If it's going to be lawyers, I'm going to hit them with the big artillery.
F3. What the fuck is that? Told you, Daryl, I'm not qualified.
You have lost faith.
They want this thing to work. They're gonna get their way.
Because people like us don't stand up to them. Now, they've still got to play by the rules.
Daryl, they write the rules. They
Yeah.
own the game.
Her banks are so high. Stuck up so high.
Now, they've got ripper bodies, but they let themselves down in the hair department. I mean, now that is a head of hair. Just beautiful.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm only stating the truth.
He's so sweet.
How much?
800?
Dreaming.
What the hell would you do with a pulpit?
Steve!
She's bedazzling.
Yeah? Dad, I dug another hole. It's filling with water.
Fucking kidding me. I cleared that tray 3 fucking times.
Mr. Denuto.
Yeah?
Yes, it appears that the house belonging to Mr. Kerrigan was grossly undervalued.
Well, what are you offering?
Another $25,000.
Whoa.
If I were you, I would advise Mr. Kerrigan against taking any further action.
Daryl, they're offering 25 grand extra.
Dennis, this is not about money. Did they threaten you?
Not me, really.
They threatened me. Tell them to get stuffed.
More, darling?
Oh, no. No, that was beautiful. What do you call that?
Ice cream.
Yeah, but what you've done with it. Did I do the right thing?
Oh, yes, sweetheart, you did the right thing. I want to tell you a story
Oh, good.
about how your father and I met.
I know this one.
I used to go out with a very handsome young man, well-to-do. One night, he took me to the Greyhounds. We ate at the carvery.
What'd you have?
Pork. I spotted this lanky bloke, and he asks me out. And I said, well, I'm on a date. Well, he said he wasn't cutting anyone's lunch, and he wished me good night. And I thought, that man has principles. And that's what I love about him, his principles.
What was the carvery like?
Yeah? What?
Just got a message to pass on.
Uh-oh.
Take the offer and shut up. Understood?
Fuck off, you clown.
Mr. Kerrigan.
Fuck off!
You heard my dad now. Fuck off!
Fine. I just tried to tell you.
Oh, shit.
Now, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Where'd you get it?
Trading post.
And what'd you pay for it?
180?
What was he asking?
250?
He was dreaming.
Oh.
Pass on a message of my own. Don't bullshit me, pal. It's because you're too much of a tight ass to fill in the quarry.
Get off my property or I'll call the police.
We
I want to do anything stupid.
Oh my God.
Daz, I know you did it.
I told you, mate, I don't know anything.
Shut up. If you want to take them on, do it the right way. Oh, and Daz, put them gates round the back.
Yeah.
What's this Dennis Denudo like, Daryl?
Oh, he's a lawyer. He's got to know what he's doing.
Oh man.
All right. And the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, and when it comes to violations, they don't come any bigger.
What section of the Constitution has been breached?
There is no one section. It's just the vibe.
The vibe.
I don't even know Roman numerals.
It's all part of it. This is what I'm getting at. That's my point. It's the vibe of it.
It's the vibe.
Again, it's just the vibe of it.
I'm a judge.
I understand. Can you just give me an angle?
I can't.
I think I got a good one anyway. In summing up, it's the Constitution, it's Marbo, it's justice, it's law, it's the vibe, and no, that's it, it's the vibe.
Oh my God.
I rest my case.
Dude.
That was sensational.
Oh my God, this guy.
I call a 1-hour adjournment.
It's just the vibe.
No, I'm here to see someone. I'm a spectator today.
You reckon he'll get off?
Oh, no, he's a barrister.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You must be as proud as Punch.
Well, you know.
Oh, I know. I've got a daughter. The day she came home and told me she'd got into Sunshine Tech was the proudest day of my life. Sure makes us parents look like a bunch of dodos, eh? Oh, bloody government's trying to take my house. It's got to be against the Constitution.
Yes, it is outrageous. Who's acting for you?
Was he gonna help him?
I hope everything works out.
Maybe he'll help him. Aw,
I find in
bless him.
favour of the respondent.
Yes!
It's them, Daryl.
I'm so impressed with your fighting quality, Mr. Kerrigan.
Thanks, mate.
Someone's selling a telephone box.
What's interesting is the son that does the voiceover has the smallest role in the movie.
I told Dad not to worry. I knew how to tell Wayne we'd lost. We lost. I think he thinks he's let everyone down.
Let us down.
Well, yeah, that's what I think.
The only reason I love that house is because it had him and Mum in it. Wherever they go, I'll love. As long as it has them in it.
As long as it has them in it, and all those lawyers and government people can go and get fucked.
You haven't let anyone down. I don't know what the opposite of letting someone down is, but you've done the opposite.
When you gonna sign him?
I know we lost. I know we got to get out of this place. I know this is no longer our house, but I'll be buggered if I can sign those papers. I just cannot physically pick up the pen and sign them.
Well, darling,
I'm really starting to understand how the Aborigines feel.
You've been drinking.
This house is like their land. It holds their memories.
Dad?
Yes.
I'm what's called a QC at Queen's Counsel.
They're the lawyers rich people use. I don't think Dennis would be a QC.
No, I don't think. I think you've got a case.
So Dennis was on the right track.
Yes.
I told you that judge had it in for him.
3 weeks later, Dad went to the High Court of Australia, which is the highest court in Australia. Dennis was stoked. but shitting himself at the same time.
I'm shitting myself.
Shall we?
He was passing books around like a librarian. He even learnt Roman numerals, especially for the trip.
Paragraph 31.
Let's think about those words on just terms. How can the forcible removal of a family have the blessing of our Constitution? How can that be just terms?
Dad reckoned it was in the bag. As much as Dad hated to admit it, the other lawyer was good.
Your Honour, that statement was obiter dictum.
Was not.
The main job of a senior counsel is to provide backup for the QC.
But what this principle fails to... What this principle fails to take into account...
A generous offer, considering the nature of the dwelling, or as it might more accurately be called, eyesore.
What are you... It's called a home, you dickhead. I'm sorry, Laurie.
That's all right, Darryl.
I mean, they're judging the place by what it looks like, and if it doesn't have a pool or a classy front or a...
It's got a pretty good gate.
And because of that, it's not worth saving. But it's not a house, it's a home.
Dad said he was unbelievable.
It's a home. People who love each other.
He quoted cases, he quoted laws, but Dad nearly fell off his chair when Mr. Hamill finished by quoting Dad.
Yeah.
Only better.
That's what this is all about. Being just. You can acquire a house, but you can't acquire a home. Thank you.
Has found in favour of the appellant.
Shit.
That's us.
Bullshit. You little ripper! Thanks, lads. Bad luck. You dickhead.
Yeah.
Dad had one of the biggest parties ever that night back at home.
This case has totally regained my faith in the legal system.
Dad invited everyone up to Bonnie Doon. 6 months later, we got notice that Wayne would soon be eligible for parole.
Yay.
Dennis became very well known after the case of a new photocopier, one that never breaks down.
No such thing.
He goes up there all the time, and he and Dad still hit it off as good as they did the Dad did finish the patio, and he even put up those big iron gates that he and Steve had gotten for a bargain.
Bargain, I'd say so.
Con and Trace had a kid too. They are great parents. And guess what? She did take up pottery.
Yay!
She didn't even need lessons. And Dad, well, he reckoned he got everything he'd ever wished for. His castle. My name's Dale Kerrigan, and that was my story.
That was so wholesome. I loved it. That was super cute. I really like that. And like, not to toot my own horn, but I think like I figured out that they were from the Melbourne area because I've watched so much Kath and Kim. Like, it's just one of those shows that I rewatch a lot. And I could tell the accents were similar. And in my head, I was like, they sound like they're from the same area, but I didn't want to say anything and embarrass myself in case I was wrong. But then I was right. I was like pretty proud of myself to distinguish an accent. So yeah, this was like so wholesome. It was really fun. It was super cute. Let me know what jokes I missed. I'm sure there's quite a few that went over my head. Let me know what your favorite quotes are. I was told this is a highly quotable movie. It's just the vibe has got to be high up there. It is for me. That was my biggest takeaway from this one. So I hope you like this reaction, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.